He's our waymaker today. Hallelujah. Many of us today might feel you're in a wilderness experience, but even in the wilderness, He's making ways. He has promised He will be with you even in the dry seasons, even in the seasons when you feel like He's not there. He is making a way, and He is continually and will always be making a way for you today. So even in this season, in this pandemic, through everything that we're going through, we're going to lift up a praise to God. We're going to sing to Him. We're going to open our mouths and give Him glory, because no matter what it seems like, He is making a way. Hallelujah. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship You. I worship You. You are here, working in this place, and I worship You. I worship You. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship You. I worship You. You are here, healing in our midst, and I worship You. I worship You. So we call You Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who You are. We call You Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who You are. You are here. You are here. You're touching every heart. I worship You. I worship You. I worship You. Are here. You're healing every heart. I worship You. I making ways. He's always making ways. Even in the deserts, even in the wilderness. So even if you feel like you're in a barren situation, still sing. Still proclaim that God is making ways. You may not see the end. You may not see where God is taking you. You may not understand why. But He's making ways in the wilderness. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You're making ways in the wilderness. You're making rivers in the desert. You're making ways in the wilderness. Just proclaim it right where you are. He's making rivers in the desert. You're making ways in the wilderness. You're making rivers in the desert. You're making ways in the wilderness. You're making rivers in the desert. He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. Yes, God. He's making rivers in the desert. He's making ways in the wilderness. He's making rivers in the desert. He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. Yeah. He's making rivers in the desert. He's making ways in the wilderness. I want you to hold on to that. He's making rivers in the desert. Just look at whatever it is that you're going through. And just declare that God is making ways in the midst of your situation for you. He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. He's making rivers. He's making rivers in the desert. He's making ways. He's making rivers. He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. He's making rivers. He's making rivers in the desert. So we sing, so sing, oh barren land. Water is coming to the thirsty. Though you are empty, I am the well. Just draw from me, I will provide. So sing, oh barren land. Water is coming to the thirsty. And though you are empty, I am the well. Just draw from me, I will provide. Can you lift your hands in the presence of God? And even though you have on your mask, it's a simple song. It's from Isaiah. And today I take it as our proclamation that whatever it is that we're going through in this pandemic, whether it's challenges in your health, your relationships, your jobs, whatever it is, that we will continue to see. God is going to make a way for you. God is making at this moment a way for you. And you may not see it, you may not understand it, you may not understand the move of God, but continue to declare that He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. He's making rivers in the desert. In your health, He's making ways in the wilderness. He's making rivers in the desert. In your finances, He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. Yes, God. He's making rivers in the desert. He's making ways. He's making ways in the wilderness. And making rivers in the desert. You're making ways. You're making ways in the wilderness. You're Yes, God. Hallelujah. Making rivers in the desert. Hallelujah. Jesus, we stand in the midst of a people who are facing so many challenges today, God. But God, you are a waymaker. God, you are a promise keeper. God, if you said you would do it, your word can't change. It won't change. So if you spoke it, God, even in the wilderness, even in the dry places, God, we believe that you are working. We believe you're making ways. Even in the dry places, God, you're making rivers to flow in the dry places. God, you're providing for every need, even in the dry places. And so, God, today we stand on your word and we declare that you are our waymaker. God, let the testimonies flow in this season. Let the testimonies flow in this season. Let the testimonies flow in this season. Let the testimonies flow in the season, God. Let them rise, God, and show the world that you are not bound by a pandemic. You're not bound by dry seasons. You're not bound by dry places. But God, even in the midst, you can cause your people to prosper, to bloom, to grow, to, Lord, just to stand in a place of abundance, because that's the God we serve. So God, we declare it today in this place. For even those who are watching, God, reassure your people that, God, you are working. Let faith arise, God, in our hearts. Let faith arise in our situations. Let faith arise in the midst of places where we don't see what you're doing. And prove to your people once again that they are loved, that they are cared for, that they are held, that they are thought of, even in the midst of the situations. So we lift up your name, God, and we will sing, because water is coming to our dry situations. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.